What if we could see ghosts through AI glasses? For years, we've been promised a new reality, one augmented by technology. The next great leap in human-computer interaction. Sleek, lightweight frames designed to overlay our world with a digital skin. Maps that float in the air before you. Messages that appear in your periphery. A seamless blend of the real and the virtual. They were marketed as the ultimate productivity tool, the next frontier of entertainment, a way to enhance our perception of the world. But what if they enhanced it a little too much? Is it just a complex glitch in the system? A cascade failure in the rendering engine, creating a phantom from stray code and faulty sensor readings? Or have these glasses, in their quest to process every shred of data from our environment, accidentally tapped into a frequency we were never meant to perceive, a world layered just beneath our own, hidden in plain sight? This question is no longer theoretical. Clandestine team of physicists, neuroscientists, and AI engineers believe they've found a way. They theorize that what we call ghosts are not spirits of the dead. AI to analyze the patterns and render them into a visible form. They are, in essence, a translator for the language of ghosts. But what happens when you give a machine eyes to see a world we evolved to ignore? What are the psychological consequences for the user, forced to confront a reality where they are never truly alone? The experiment has begun, with volunteers in some of the world's most notoriously haunted locations. From the silent wards of abandoned asylums to the blood-soaked soil of ancient battlefields, the data is streaming in, and the results are more terrifying than anyone could have imagined. Today, we step into the most dangerous experiment in human history, using AI to tear down the veil between our world and the next, to see ghosts in the real world. The question is no longer we can see them. The question is, what will they do when they see us looking back? It all begins here. This is the first experimental version of AI glasses capable of analyzing everything around you with extreme precision. The idea? The AI scans electromagnetic waves invisible to the human eye and transforms them into visible images. But the shocking part? The glasses don't just show physical objects, they reveal what lies beyond. For our first experiment, we needed a location steeped in history and tragedy. We chose the old Blackwood Manor, a place abandoned for nearly a century, where local legends speak of shadows that move on their own and whispers that echo in empty halls. It was the perfect crucible to test the limits of our technology and perhaps the boundaries of reality itself. Our device, codenamed EctoLens, doesn't just see light. It's designed to perceive the entire electromagnetic spectrum, processing subtle environmental fluctuations through a quantum AI. The theory was simple, yet profound. What we call ghosts might be residual energy imprints, scars left on the fabric of space-time. The glasses were built to see those scars. Our volunteer, David, a staunch skeptic, was about to become the first human to look through this new window. On his heads-up display, he shivered, not from the cold, but from a primal sense of being watched. He froze in terror. His voice was a choked whisper over the comms. There's someone standing right next to me, in the corner. Yet to us, the room looked empty. Our own thermal cameras and EMF detectors read nothing. There was only David standing alone in the darkness, staring at something none of us could see. He described a tall, gaunt figure, its form indistinct like heat haze on a summer road. It's not moving, he stammered, but I know it's looking at me. Arm, it fractured into a million points of light and disappeared into thin air. The room was empty once more, but the silence it left behind was heavier, more profound than before. The experiment was a success, but we had opened a door we now had to understand. Second experiment. In an ancient cemetery, once the glasses were on, small glowing orbs appeared, floating between the graves. The AI classified them as energy entities. But the question is, were they just energy, or undeniable proof of spirits? With each test, things grew stranger. Batteries drained faster than usual. Devices shut down on their own. And one volunteer swore he heard a voice whispering his name through the headset. The biggest challenge: what if this technology was perfected and released to the public? Would we ever be able to sleep peacefully again, knowing something is always watching? But here's the most chilling part. If AI glasses can detect ghosts, could they also interact with them? Would AI become the first bridge of communication between us and the other side? After months of rigorous testing, deploying hundreds of volunteers across dozens of historically charged locations, a spectral layer of reality, unseen until technology lifts the veil. What our volunteers witnessed was a world of echoes, a dimension of residual consciousness where intense emotions are forever imprinted onto space-time. They saw soldiers still marching their visions. Volunteers reported crippling anxiety and an unshakable feeling of being watched, even after the glasses were removed. The human mind, it seems, was not built to process two realities at once. And so, we confront the terrifying implications. The real question now is not we can see this world, but are we truly ready to see the full truth? To live in a world where the barrier between the living and the dead is a piece of consumer electronics. Imagine the societal upheaval, religions thrown into chaos, grief becoming a commodity, the spirits of the dead exploited for information or entertainment, peered through the keyhole into a room we were never meant to enter. And we must ask ourselves, are some doors better left unopened? Is the comfort of our ignorance a blessing we are too eager to discard? Do the glasses? Would you risk your sanity to see what lies beyond? Is this the greatest discovery in human history, or have we just engineered the biggest curse of all time?